Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Christy VANN with Fantastic Finances, and on this channel I teach velocity banking. Today I'm going to show you my own personal graph showing you how the balances of a credit card come down very quickly using your cash flow. This person has $5,000 in income a month, $1,500 in cash flow, meaning that they have $1,500 in expenses that's going to stay in the bank, and they have $2,000 expenses that can go on a credit card. So you have $3,500 in expenses total. Then you have the cash flow of $1,500. $1,500 will stay in the bank to pay like the mortgage, car payments, stuff like that. So you'll take the $2,000 in expenses that can go on a credit card plus your cash flow of $1,500, which means $3,500 can be transferred into this credit card every month. After the deposit is made into the credit card, that will bring the balance down to $6,500. So $10,000 minus $3,500 is $6,500. You're going to come and you'll pay the expenses back out, which is this $2,000 here. So that'll make it $8,500 for the balance on the credit card in the first month, right? So if the interest rate is 30% on this credit card of $10,000, that means that you would pay $7.67 for every day the balance remains at $10,000. So $7.67 a day in interest. But when you made your income transfer into the $10,000 and it brought your balance down to $6,500, you're now at $4.98 a day interest. See the difference? $7.67 and $4.98. But then you had to add your expenses back in that paid off of the credit card of $2,000. So you're at $6.52 a day interest here. So do you see how that it does matter how you get that balance down on your credit card every month, because it does save the interest. So let's move on into the second month. You're going to make the $3,500 deposit into the $8,500, which means now the balance is at $5,000, right? So $5,000. But then you've got to add in those expenses. So we're going to add $2,000 back in expenses. And now our balance is at $7,000, right? So the $5,000 brought that interest down to $3.83 a day in interest charges. See how it's coming way down? The $7,000 is at $5.36 a day in interest. So every time that we move these balances around throughout the month, it knocks the interest back to where we're no longer paying on the whole $10,000. So let's keep moving into the next month. So you'll make your $3,500 deposit, and looky here, your balance is coming way down to $3,500, right? But then you got to pay those expenses again. It's going to go back up to $5,500. That's why it's called a revolving account. Is you put income in, you pull expenses out. You put income in, you pull expenses out. And you'll notice that it's going down. Your balance is going down, that you owed the initial $10,000 in your first, second, third income transfer is all the way down to $3,500, and you didn't do anything different. You're just using your credit card for your expenses, throwing your cash flow in with it, and now you're bringing your balance down very, very quickly. So the $3,500 is at $2.68 per day in interest, and the $5,500 is at $4.21 a day in interest. But let's keep moving. So you have to make your $3,500 deposit again into this $5,500, which means you now have a balance of $2,000 starting your fourth month. That means you're at $1.53 per day in interest charges. But you got to pay those expenses out again. So we got to add $2,000 back in, which makes it a $4,000 balance. That brings it to $3.06 a day in interest. Then in your 5th month, you're going to make your deposit of $3,500. And looky there, you're at $500 on your balance. That means you're at 38 cents a day in interest charges. Then you'll just pay your expenses back out of this account again. Brings it back up to $2,500. $1.91 a day interest. Then after this, there's only one more payoff until you're just right at paying expenses again, because you have $3,500, you only have a $2,500 balance. You would pay that off. Either you would go into paying another debt with the credit card now, or you would wipe it clean and just end up paying your expenses on that card from now on. Say you have multiple credit cards, you can then switch to another credit card that you need to work down the balance. Take about 5 months to do the same thing with it and get that debt paid off. You don't have to be covered up with credit card debt. It's very, very simple to pull the credit card debt down, especially getting it down to knocking off most of that interest. So I hope this makes sense to you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. I look forward to hearing from you, and I appreciate you watching. I will see you in the next video.